Will Lainie survive this predicament that she found herself in, or will she continue lying on the ground with a hole in her chest? Will Algard somehow be able to redeem himself in the audience's eyes? I mean, he's probably not going to do that, but, you know, we'll see. Because right now, a lot of people are hating on Algard right now, you know? Some would call him Elgard. But I see the first frame of episode 9, and with the title, The Sister and Brother, and For Whom the Crown is Intended, I would assume we're going to get a little flashback, you know, while they're fighting, or maybe it's all flashback and we're just gonna be like, alright, fights in episode 10. If you guys like the content, remember to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you didn't like the content, you know, check out my Patreon. Maybe paying $5 per picture. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get started. Oh, there's Algard as a kid, I think. Yeah. Baby Algard. Ah, when they had a good relationship with each other. God, he looks so much like Jeord. Don't worry, the explosion won't be as big this time. Damn! Alright, now come with me, let's go! What, is this what you guys gonna do in your fight too? Damn, what is he, a tsundere? Mm-hmm. Alright, dude, if you wanted to hold hands forever, you should have just told her that. So he has been using, like, water-based stuff. Yeah, ice and water. I mean, water is a good way to, you know, fight against Anise's sword, I say, as she, you know, just comes right through you. Damn, dude, cutting it to almost the point of... he'll be fine. Look at him. He's a vampire now. So the only option is to chop off all his limbs. She's being true to herself. Oh, Algard is just trying to conform. She's literally just out here, like, bearing herself to him. He's like, there has to be more meanings! Oh, that's one way to see it, you know? I love the beady eyes as he yelled that out. Oh, there's Lainie. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, she's gonna kiss Lainie? Damn, but she's just out here just going. Damn, look at these two gays. Oh my god, she just made another magicite like that? Hold the phone, hold on. Alright. Yeah, this man's got a lot of pain tolerance out here, huh? Just fucking... Ew! Wait a minute, if she could just regenerate a whole new magicite for this, how easy it is to just get another magicite right out of her, you know? Just go in that chest of her, just... It's a sibling rivalry, just leave them. One of her sword broke. Ooh. Like I said, just chop all his limbs off. Burying him in the ground. Damn, dude, that blood looked vile. Had she had that scar before, or is that from the fight? I swear to Christ, if he's using like a puppy eye on her. Oh my god. His whole plan was just assisted suicide. Sorry, suicide by cop this whole time. Oh. There's Algard. He's just like, oh, fight's over. I'm gonna rest now. It was nice weather. Hmm. Ah, these pesky rumors. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Sorry about everything. You can be the next king now. Alright, 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 alright. He was... Oh, so he was planning on just fucking up the entire noble families. Man really decided that he was going to play the villain, huh? Well, you know, we had to rain to really show how depressive the scene was. Well, back in prison for you, son. Well, this is also one way for him to, like, get himself away from the throne as well. Yeah, disinherit you. He's just like, aha, there's nobody's a king anymore. It's for this entire world. Damn, dude, you were born with hate in your heart? We've had this whole sad scene. I was just like, yeah, I feel a little sad. And then his mom comes in and suddenly I'm all teary. Of course, I'll sell everybody out. So, like, are those just cuts on, like, both sides of her cheeks? Sorry, you want to shake hands? That's what I was just thinking. We're shaking hands and making up. So, like, did you ever apologize? Well, actually, no. He did say I wasn't going to apologize to Lainie, so... The only person I'm shaking hands and making up with is my sister. Get fucked, Lainie. Would you? Would you if you had lived a normal life? That's a lot of that's a big amount of if. You know, fucking noble and royalty shit. It's always filled with fucking rivalry and backstabbing and rumors. You know, like you could even potentially be a person who tried to take over the throne even if you weren't doing the shit. Okay. Okay. The castle in chaos. I swear to Christ, if his cart gets attacked. I mean, he'll probably be fine, right? He's a vampire. The girlfriends would like to talk. I'm not going to say sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, and also the guy who ripped your fucking magicite out. I'll despise you forever. Damn. Well, you could have punched him in the stomach, I'm just saying. You wanna hold her hands while you're at it? She still has tears right here. Oh. Gave her a little smooch. How nice. Alright. Well, that was a conclusive episode. And I guess we'll have to see what's the next arc that we're going through. But, we're gonna go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 9 of the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys, unless you give me unsolicited information that I didn't ask for. Alright, I don't know why, sometimes I just really feel aggressive. Anyways, so as I said, I thought that this was quite the conclusive episode for Algard as a character, and of course being able to see his thoughts and where everything sort of fell apart for these two siblings. And it's very nice, you know. I kind of goes back to like this whole thing where I was talking about like, oh, what is Algard doing? Like, what is he planning on doing this whole time? And I suppose, you know, he has fooled me, so good for him. This whole time, I didn't even think about the fact that he could just be doing this, for Anis to become queen again. Or at the very least, I knew that his consequences, the consequences of his action would force Anis to take up the role of the throne again. And you know, I had suspected that like if he's trying to change it for the commoners and all that, you know, is he going to just straight up murder the entire noble family, you know? Like if there's no more royalty to rule over the commoners, then, you know, the commoners who, I don't know, hopefully they know how to read and write. Or at the very least, you know, the only people left standing is like Anis and her groupies. Yeah, so we now know what Algard's plan was, and of course his hurt and all that with Anis. And yeah, I feel like the only thing I can really say about it is I like it, you know. It's the whole I'm going to become the villain in order to I can't believe I made that fucking suicide by cop comment. Honestly, like, he was just out here rousing her to like, hey, why don't you just fucking kill me? You know, why don't you fight to kill? I'm just be serious, Anis, let's fucking go. You know, he's out here using his provoke skill on her. And right at that moment where she was going for the killing blow, I would assume, you know, that's when Algard's just like, alright, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to die, and you're going to take over the throne for me. You know, I've done all this horrible shit. You're going to be the person who ends up saving the day. So then she would I would assume Anis would probably get some sort of
heroic stat instead of being regarded as a heretic. Of course, we had that whole talk between Algard and Anise where he's just kind of like, why don't you, essentially, like, why don't you just conform to people, you know? Why, even though you know that they call you a heretic and they don't really trust you and all that much, why don't you try to change yourself? And Anise kind of goes and she says, well, I can't. This is the way I am, you know, and if people don't like it, then that's just how it is. I'm going to continue doing this thing that I do. But it's an interesting thing to see that, you know, Anise was still hiding behind that wall, which actually, now I think about it, I suppose that's why Algard did say, like, don't fucking say all these nice words at me, you know. I know that there's something else deep within, and there was that deep within where, you know, despite Anise saying and, you know, trying to convince herself that, yeah, I am just, I'm me, and that's how I'm going, that's how it's always been. But in reality, when they were kids and she accidentally, well, I mean, she took Algard out and they were getting attacked by monsters and all that, she heard rumors. You know, these rumors are always coming in and fucking filling up their ears. We finally found out this is the real reason why she renounced the throne in the first place, because she didn't want that rumor to be circulating, and that's why she'd rather have all these really bad rumors about her instead of having it focused on Algard, which was something that Grants had mentioned before. You know, like, she's really only doing this so that she would get bad negative reputation and hopefully Algard would be on top. But in reality, it's worked both ways, you know, in terms of the both of them are getting a negative reception. You know, with Anise getting regarded as a heretic and all that, and Algard being a part of that rumor where they keep talking about how Anise is so much greater than Algard, you know, if only she was the one who was going to take over the throne. Well, I really like that towards the end with Algard making up with his sister and calming down, you know, not have all this fucking anger in his goddamn stomach all the time. You know, and not being the fucking ass that he was, to which, like I said again, he's certainly got me food with his asshole mentality. But I literally just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, the fact that he's cooled down in the way that he was talking to both Euphyllia and Lainie. He really does give that vibe of, yeah, he is Anise's a brother, you know, and you can see that similarity between him and Anise. So I very much like seeing that, you know, that similar trait that he has with Anise. So it's very nice. I very much like it. I assume his big initial plan was what I said before, where he was planning on becoming the villain and then having Anise save the day. I don't know, maybe that's just, you know, something that came up during this whole fight, but you know, it's a good thing that Euphyllia stopped them, because if he died, like, how would we know who was the one doing this? I mean, Anise has, you know, well, Anise and Tilty and Euphyllia have, like, an idea that the Chartreuse family are the one who are behind this. Although it was interesting to see that it was Moritz, the son, who found out about Lainie and learning more about the vampires, because, like, when we were seeing, I assume that's kind of like a flashback of Moritz showing his dad, like, hey, look, check out this vampire shit, you know? So, like, it's a very an interesting idea. And Chartreuse was just kind of like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? But he just went with it anyway, so it's that's an interesting one. Anyways, if he did die, he wouldn't have been able to just call out everybody who was a part of this plan, and Anise and everybody else would only have, like, suspicions, so, like, I'm not sure if they'd be able to prove it. Then again, this is a fantasy world where maybe all you need is suspicion and we can just raid their room, collect evidence, you know? But, you know, I think overall it's somewhat of a good ending for Algard, you know? He got to tell on everybody, and he got disinherited, so, and he's being sent to the Borderlands. So, you know, Good for him. I would assume that maybe we'll continue seeing him later on. You know, if we're not going to see him at all. I don't know. I would assume he's going to make a comeback eventually. And moving away from all this sibling-related stuff and, you know, going to Lainie. Oh my god, dude. Lainie is like an unlimited magicite creator now, dude. Yo, she just made a whole new magicite in her, and she, you know, and you can just rip that magicite out and she's still going to be alive. She just needs a little blood and just a new one just comes right up. Yeah, I know, it'll be very painful for Lainie, but like, I'm just saying, unlimited magicite creation right here. I also very much enjoy that Lainie's like, I need blood right now. You know, that's all I really fucking needed. She's just like, stop healing me, I just need blood, alright? And I like that Euphyllia's like, oh, blood? Okay, of course, I'm gonna get you the blood that you want. She's gonna do it. And Ilia's just like, hold on. She's only been taking blood from me, and also because she doesn't want to take blood from Euphyllia and Anise and all that, because, you know, they're royalty and she doesn't want to do that. But Ilia just comes in and is like, hold on, dog. This is my job. And you know, she could have done the same thing that Euphyllia was going to do. I don't know what Euphyllia was going to do. Was she just going to fucking scratch herself? Like, what was she doing? I don't know. But Euphyllia, Ilia came in, and she just like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna fucking bite my lip, and we're gonna kiss. We're gonna have a Yuri kiss in the middle of the fight. Goddamn, dude. Goddamn. You know, it isn't a vampire Yuri if they aren't kissing with blood in their mouth, am I right? Okay, so just judging from the next episode title, The Royal Succession of Resignation and Fury, I can only assume that, well, I mean, they did say that the castle's in chaos right now, so that's probably what we're going to have to deal with in the next episode. You know, with all these people who were being a part of Algard's plans. I think... Yeah, anyways, the people that Algard has called out, they're gonna be a little upset. The Chartreuse family are going to be in a bit of a pickle. So it'll be interesting to see what what Algard's Goonies are going to do now that he's gone, you know? Oh man, I suppose it was Moritz who we were supposed to hate this whole time. Damn. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.